ESP Guitars, like many manufacturers of fine instruments, have a brand new lineup of fresh guitars and basses hitting the streets in 2024. And with the annual NAMM show right around the corner, they're giving us a preview of some of those models and designs that are going to be available. Actually, I received news via email about this from ESP well over a week ago, and I kind of thought it was supposed to be a secret, but I just happened to notice that the entire preview is available on their website. So for anyone interested, I figured we could go through that together and I'll share my thoughts. So here we are at espguitars.com. Look at that beautiful SN. I actually just learned that SN is short for Snapper, their Snapper series, which are all like super high end, at least it appears so. You can find the Snapper stuff here on the website. Here we go. Just scroll down a little bit to the latest news. I'm just going to read this thing real quick here. For the first time since 2020, the year is kicking off with a NAMM show making its return to its former January timeframe. Because of the pandemic, they were doing it in the summer and it was stripped down, or maybe they even skipped a year, but it's back in January, which has been for forever. So that's good. Supposedly there's going to be a lot more manufacturers there and stuff. Because like I said, it was kind of stripped down over the last couple of years. But so it's back in January, and ESP is able to launch 2024 with a killer batch of new guitars and basses. We hope you can enjoy this preview with the names and photos of our whole lineup of new for 2024 LTD instruments below. Okay, so this is just going to be LTD. I browsed through this just quickly when I first received the email, but I haven't visited it in days and don't really remember much. So I'm kind of going through this. I'm going to call it the first time with you, at least in great detail. I just skimmed through like that recently, figuring, all right, maybe, anyways, here we are. So we hope you enjoy this preview with the name. Yep, we did that. Need more info? We got you covered. So on January 19th, that's going to be this Friday coming up, we'll be adding all these new guitars and basses to the ESP site with the complete specifications and detailed information. On that same day at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m., we'll also be live streaming, Pacific time. We'll also be live streaming our ESP Presents 2024 video event, which you'll be able to check out demos of many of the guitars shown below. ESP Presents 2024 will be viewable right on the front page of the ESP site, and we hope you will take a little time to hear and see these great instruments doing what they do. So for anybody unfamiliar, they have different artists and guys, showcasing these guitars, talking about them, playing stuff, doing all sorts of playthroughs, that kind of stuff. So that'll be cool. And again, that's this Friday. They're going to have 3 different viewing times, 10, 2, and 6 p.m. Pacific, where you can see all that stuff. But here's a little preview. I guess it's just the LTD series. And none of this stuff is clickable, so we can't see any other images or enhanced images or any specs, prices, anything like that. Just what we see here is what we get, starting with this 87 Horizon Custom 80s. Starting with this Horizon Custom 87 in black. And this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Basically, what I'm going to be doing in this video, it's just gushing over this stuff. I've been a huge ESP lover for years, and the quality is just absolutely top-notch in every way, in my opinion. And so basically, this is just about the looks for me, the looks and specs of what I really like. So I'm going to, emphasize those and probably just browse over the ones I'm not too interested in. But hey, if you don't like that, then you can watch somebody else's review of these guitars. So, but here we go, man. That's all I need to see right here. Set me up with this. I'm playing it all day. That thing's super sick. That gloss, just a fantastic photo. The candy apple red, that's nothing new. Very sick though. These photos look great. The pearl white, I think white's been getting quite a bit more popular lately, but that headstock, dude, I like that a lot. Badass looking LTD logo there, Horizon Custom. Looks great. This chrome hardware, I'd take that. I like these cutaways they're doing too on the 87 series. On to the V's. Look at these arrows, dude. That paint job, wow. That's a killer guitar. So is this, just the all blacked out. So we got Evertune here, Floyd. Both appear to be equipped with Fishmans. On to the ECs. A lot of EC guys out there. I get the sense that you guys all dig these. So I don't know. It's kind of like a EC01 FT. It's kind of a new pick guard design, in my opinion. If they're not new, forgive me, but I don't remember seeing anything like that before. It's a nice vintage look. Ooh, that's a beauty. I'm a sucker for gold hardware. That binding, that's a killer looking guitar. I'd play that thing. The EC1000, another one. I don't really think anything new about these, but they just pop. Maybe the pickup rings have been removed. Didn't these used to have those? I can't remember. What do they call that? Direct to body mount or direct mount. Cool. Baritone with the Evertune. I bet that's going to be popular. The Evertunes, man, if you're not familiar, they're magical. So 201. Another 201 here. 256. I think it's good that they offer the 200 line. I thought I saw maybe that there's going to be more of these. And it's great for anybody just looking to get into it because these are fantastic instruments. You won't find anything better. And it's probably like a $500 price range, maybe $600. I'm not sure. Again, we can't see any prices here, but that's what I think the 200s, are aimed for the introductory guitarists, just coming onto the market. But like, I think that getting a great guitar right off the bat rather than something crappy is the best way to learn because nothing demotivates you like having problems with your guitar. So if you get a quality instrument to start with, in my opinion, the chances of you, continuing with that, continuing to learn and succeeding on your guitar journey is better if you have a great instrument. And so it won't break the bank to get a great instrument for, let's just call it $500. I'm going to guess. Look at this thing, dude. That's like a killer looking Les Paul. And it's not going to break the bank. Cool there. Vintage gold satin. These EXs are nice. I like these. These two, these HMH8, this is kind of a body style I'm not really used to seeing there with that longer wing there. But man, I love this paint job. I think that gray looks killer. This white binding looks like it's going to have a white painted neck maybe behind there, as you can see there. I could be wrong about that. But I'm not a big fan of this body as opposed to a regular M. Oh my God. We'll get to that in a sec. But that paint job, I really, really like. I was actually thinking that if I ever did an RA600 again, whatever it would be called, I don't know, that I'd like a paint scheme like this. This gray, maybe even a brushed gray and a white, I think would look killer. Dude, this thing right here, M1001 charcoal metallic satin. This is the best I've seen yet. This is my favorite. I would take this right now. It reminds me of the one I said from I think it was the 2023 ESP Presents, the one that I fell in love with the most. Let me find that real quick. This E2M2 in black natural burst with this gold hardware. This thing, I said, it will be mine. That hasn't happened yet. It could. Not saying it won't, but I fell in love with this in 2023. And now here, 2024, this is my favorite so far. We'll see as we scroll down if anything else beats this. But man, if I could choose one, it'd be this right here. Gold Fishman, that's pretty cool looking. All right, M1007 baritone in that charcoal burst. That's a mean guitar. M1000 Evertune in charcoal. God, is that thing gorgeous. Look at that, dude. That white binding. That looks really good in my opinion. MH1000 NT. I did a review of an M1001 that was real similar to this. Obviously not the H body, but it had that string through design there. That's a cool guitar. Basses. Look at this thing, dude. Is that heavy metal or what? Fred's playing in Creator. Fred, dude, he's actually a fantastic guitar player. I mean, smoking guitar player. He was playing bass. I first met him in probably like 2007, I think. We were on tour with Dragon Force. He was playing bass for Dragon Force, but he was just as good as a guitarist as the two other guys. Herman Lee, right? I mean, and that guy is insane. And Sam, the other guitarist, man, all those guys are just funny guys. We had such a good time with them. It was nonstop laughs. But so Fred, a fantastic guitar player, but he's been playing bass a lot, and this thing is mean. That paint job's sick. So, hey, congrats, Fred. Hello. The Gary Holt, he's got a new V. I don't know what's different about that, but Gary's got a cool color scheme, all his stuff. I think his other ones are maybe ECs, but yeah, I like those red pickups. I believe those are 81s, at least that is. So a 200, so this is probably a lower end model, but still, that thing's gonna smoke. I've been hearing about a brand new George Lynch that's been coming around, so I wonder what this is about. I'd like to hear his explanation about this Native American imagery here. What are these arrowheads? Okay. I've never been a huge fan of this particular headstock, but it looks good on George. You know, his guitars are cool and they're unique. You got to give him that. Unique and cool and shreddable. I like the setup. Cool. Mille Petroza, also from Creator. Blacked out EC, pretty cool. That thing looks mean. Ooh, MLB 4 and Black Burst from Mikey from Soulfly. That thing's cool too. I like that a lot. I'd play that. I like that body, that finish. Royal Shiva from Bill from Mastodon. Ted from Death Angel. Ooh, white pickups. What do you guys think of that? I like it. A lot of guys asked that because a lot of guys, I did a review of the Arctic metal, which was all white everything. White pickups, white body, just absolutely white everything. And a lot of guys were like, oh, it needs black pickups. And it's like, all right, well, to each their own. So here's that contrast for you, just in the other way around. I like it. Ooh, it looks like the side is kind of like a gray or something. That could be cool. I'd be interested to see more about this one. We can get some more angles. Oxblood Satin, they're calling this one. Lars from Rancid. I'm not familiar with Rancid. Heard of them, of course, but I know they're a punk rock band. Had no idea they're still going to the point where dudes have signature ESPs, dude. This is sick. Cool. Phoenix series. Tobacco. Smoke this thing, man, huh? Look at that. The SNs. I like the SNs. So as I was saying kind of at the beginning, I just learned a couple days ago that the SN series stands for their Snapper series, like more affordable models, if that's the case. Koa. That's a cool guitar. I like that. Classic. Baritone. So this is 1,000. A little daddish for me. SN1 HT baritone black. That's sick too. I could rock that. Maybe a different pick guard. Here we go. TL series. So these are kind of like acoustics, maybe acoustic electric. Actually, yeah, it's got to be electric. You can plug it in right there. I'm not familiar really with the TL series. Not my forte, but it's a nice looking guitar. Vipers, here we go. Cool. Man, this is really nice. Reminds me a little bit of the, I don't know if that's the MFA 4 or 5. Matt DeVries from Chimera. He's got one with the gold hardware. I believe it has a Floyd, though. That's pretty cool. It looks like more of a yellow LTD. Doesn't that look yellow up here? I don't know if that's just the lighting or what, but pretty cool. Vintage black. I like that. So that's a 1,000. Viper 256 in Olympic white. All right. Pretty standard there. No, but then, yeah, it's the 200 series, so that's going to be a great guitar. XJs. Okay. More of that finish. Kind of like that. I did a review of a SN1, I think it was, and it had this body, which I mentioned that I liked on that bass up there. You can feel that. You can feel every grain, and it's just kind of cool. I like that finish. Where were we? Okay, so the XJ series, XJ1, hardtail, Blackbird, Black Blast. Pretty cool. Oh, so okay, so that's it. So I think that was the entire LTD lineup. So we'll look forward to the E2s, like this one from 2023 here, like I was talking about. We still got the E2 series. Maybe there's going to be some more SIGs like in the ESP line, guys like Willie Adler from Lamb of God, maybe, Kirk and James. Steph, Deftones. So we'll see some more of those. Like I said, the E2s, we'll see some more. I'm excited of those. Those are always just next level, you know, because it's kind of like the LTDs, which are fantastic. Then I guess the E2s, and then the just the ESP. I don't know if they call them standard or wait. Let's see, products. Let's see, go to guitars. So yeah, they kind of. All right, so the LTDs, signatures, ESP USA. What's the difference between that and E2? Handcrafted in Southern California, a tradition of excellence in guitar. ESP models are available from high-end select retailers and may be personalized with various. Okay, so you can customize those. Where E2s, built in Japan, represents a new standard in high-quality guitars and basses designed for professional and recording touring players. ESP E2 guitars and bridges. Okay. Gap between our premium ESP and LTD models with great look sound. Okay, so yeah, I think it kind of goes then into these. Maybe these aren't customizable like these. And then here, hand built by the master luthiers at the ESP Custom Shop. I own 5 of these, 5 of my own customs, plus a George Lynch Custom Shop ESP GL56. And I gotta say, I mean, they're all killer. But as many of you have heard me say before, all my LTDs are just as fantastic as my ESP Custom Shops. I probably own 25, 30 of these. Like I said, 5 or 6 of these. And I mean, I could play any of them anytime in the studio, on stage, whatever. And they're just interchangeable because that's how great they are. But like I said, I'm just going to be gushing in this video, which I am. I love all my ESP guitars, and I'm excited to see some more. Thanks for tuning in with me for this little 2024 preview. Although we were only able to see the LTDs, it was still cool, and we'll look out for more. Let's make sure we tune in Friday, January 19th, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's going to be 9 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 1 o'clock for me. Or I don't know, maybe I'm 2 hours ahead right now. Anyways, wherever you are, you'll figure it out. Google will help you with that. Thanks for watching. I'm Rob Arnold, proud ESP artist for many, many, many years. If you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're not new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, do me a favor and do that. It's quick, free, easy, simple, and you know, just gets you on board with us. Lets me know you're a rider, and you'll be notified of the new videos as soon as they arrive, which is quite often. So thanks again. I'll see you soon.